Innovation, redeveloping yourself. Because if you stay stagnant, you will be written off the face of the earth.
Columbia has been kind of a passion of mine for a long time. Growing up with Columbia is what I did because I grew up just a mile from the factory. It's kind of exciting to be able to have a hobby where you have such a close proximity to the origins. Having had access over the years to the archives at the factory and being able to do research enables me to have a more in-depth feel for the brand and a collection that I know everything about. Columbia truly was America's first production bicycle. It is considered one of the finest bicycles made. The Columbia brand is really a symbol of that innovation in American manufacturing.
Our founder, Albert Pope, has 1,500 patents to his name. He saw the bicycles in Europe, brought the technology to the States. His first bicycles sold for $95 back in 1877. Pope was actually the first manufacturer of electric automobile in America. Henry Ford interned under him, learned the assembly technology, and started the Ford Motor Company.
When I went to work in 1979, literally the factory was going round the clock 7 days a week.
We had 2,000 employees here working 24/7.
Everybody that worked here lived in the neighborhood. Sometimes I used to ride my bike to work. You see somebody that worked at Columbia, you see them on the street, and you kind of thought of them as family. There was a lot of bicycles going out the door, trucks up and down the street.
We nearly made 4,300 bicycles in peak days in 3 different floors in 500,000 square feet of manufacturing space. We used to ship 21 truckloads of bicycles a day. We stored nearly 150,000 bicycles in our warehouse, and those bicycles were all sold. Toys R Us, Sam's Club, Sears, True Value, Target. Oh, if these walls could only talk. There's a lot of history, a lot of innovations in bicycles here at Columbia since 1877. High wheeler or bone shakers. There is no chain. What you cranked is as fast as you want it to go or as slow as you want it to go.
The reason why the wheel was so big is nobody had invented gearing yet.
In order to ride the bicycle, you actually had to go to school to learn how to ride it. Columbia's chainless bicycle, that was a cam action bicycle. It wasn't driven by a chain.
It was really the basis for what automobiles would eventually have for a drivetrain. Paratrooper bike.
Columbia was the only manufacturer of bicycle that was permitted to still make bicycles during the World War II.
They made a specific model for the military. It was a take-apart bike. The Columbia Superb, it just had all the bells and whistles.
Multicolor oversprays, several decals, leather grips.
The banana seat bike, they had the long seat that could fit up to 2 people on it. That was one of Columbia's most popular models for over a decade. Tandem bicycles were made in several configurations.
2 was the standard, but we had them for 3, 4, and 5. Same technology, same methodology, just longer frame.
As long as you're going to the same place, you take one bike. I remember the moped.
We were the first manufacturer of mopeds in this country. It was the fuel crisis back in the late 70s that helped developing that market.
As a kid, I rode a Columbia bicycle, and when I knew that Columbia was available as a brand again, and we had a chance to relaunch it to the world, I wanted to find that crossroad between style and innovation that Columbia always represented.
The great thing about the Columbia brand is that it has that history. It's not something that you can make up or recreate.
As an avid bike enthusiast and collector, I actually had a 1952 Columbia original in my collection. So when the company started looking at this, I was really excited to be able to see this coming back.
Our goal right now is to make Columbia bicycles look and feel as if the original designers were making the bicycles today.
A lot of these represent historical, iconic bikes from the original Columbia past.
We see a lot of enthusiasm from people when they see these models. We're really trying to allow the consumer to reach back into any different era that they may feel fits their needs. Not only bring those models back, but add some of the new engineering.
The amount of work and love that it takes to make those bicycles, you can't find that anywhere.
People know Columbia because it's a great brand and always represented quality, and we want to make sure these elements are present in the bikes that we bring back today.
Cycle of life. Things come back.